Hey everybody, it's Matt Electric here. We're back in the Battle Stadium for some more VGC. And today it is the final day of the Gengar team, which I've been somewhat enjoying, I suppose. I've enjoyed it more on YouTube than I have on stream, obviously, because you know about what happened the other day when we used it. But no, this team is pretty cool. Obviously, if you do want to use it yourself, you have all the details you want in the description. I hope you're well this Friday. Yeah, let's get into this nice and quickly then. So if you don't remember how this team works, basically we've just got like Tailwind that goes for fake tears to support Gengar special attacks. Gengar has max ooze and max phantasm. One boosts up our special attack. The other drops the opponent's physical defense, which gives you essentially supports the entire team, whether your ally is a physical or special attacker, which is really nice for this team because you've got Primarina, which is a special attacker, Whimsicott and Indeedee, which are support but also have special moves. And then you've got Conkeldurr and Tyranitar, which take advantage of the defense drops. But this is a little bit of an awkward lead for us because Milotic is never fun for us to fight. Never fun. If you don't know what I mean by that, go and have a look at yesterday's video that I uploaded, a highlight from the stream. Was not fun. Ended up with all 4 of my Pokemon asleep. Managed to pull through though, but it was still a bit of a dickwad of a strategy. Dusclops, Milotic, Mimikyu. We've got Ferrothorn in there as well, with a Dragapult and Arcan. So super standard. Super standard. I think here I'm going to lead Gengar Whimsicott. There's no real reason for me, there's no reason for me not to, because at first time I could probably just Tailwind Protect. And then I can either go after the Dragapult, I could go for Max Lightning into the Milotic. Does Tyranitar, do you have a fire move? No, but you don't have superpower. Huh. Okay, we'll bring Tyranitar. Actually, I won't bring Tyranitar. I'd rather bring Conkeldurr and Primarina. Because Primarina can finish off most of that team, bar the... like, it can beat quite a bit in that team except for the Ferrothorn. And then I'll just bring Conkeldurr for the Ferrothorn. I think that seems pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. It's annoying because you can't really proc your own weakness policy with Tyranitar. Like, well, you can, but just a little bit dangerously. It'd be nice if Primarina had Aqua Jet or something like that. No! I will end this now! I'm not getting into a stupid gravity hypnosis coil crappy battle. God damn it. I refuse. Max Lightning. Fake tears. Milotic, you shall die to my electrical powers. I don't care if you Dynamax. You are dying to this. Well, I mean, I've killed a Dynamax Milotic with this before. I swear to God, if he ally switches and hypnosis is Gengar, I'm going to be so pissed. Don't do it. I just want to remove this Milotic now. I actually think he'll expect me to activate competitive with a Max Phantasm here. Okay, he's going to Dynamax the Milotic, it looks like. Unless he Dynamaxes the Dusclops, which you've almost never seen. I have seen it once. I have seen it once before. Oh, God's sake. As I said. So, well, the fact he's Dynamaxed, it tells me this is going to be a Life Orb variant. So, I know it's going to be a more offensive set. So, probably... What, we're looking at... say... Max Quake from Mud Bomb or Mud Shot, whatever it is. You've probably got Ice Beam on there. You've probably got Muddy Water on there. So Max Lightning comes up. Gengar, you're letting me down. It's alright. Moonblast can finish him. Oh, he's gone for Max Hailstorm. It looks like he's going after the Whimsicott, which is. I mean, it's annoying, don't get me wrong, but if he sets up Trick Room here, I just bring in my, Dusclops. And actually, Milotic almost dies to Hail, so he's going to have to go for a Water move next turn. He's got to go for a Water move next turn, otherwise he dies to Hail. Oh, actually, he's Life Orbed. No, wait, so he can still die to Hail now, can't he? Ha! Yes, Gengar, my boy! Nicely done! Getting rid of that Milotic as quick as possible. No hit annoying flipping bulky Milotic today. He's set up Trick Room, so he probably has the Ferrothorn in the back, if I hazard to guess. So there is no better Pokemon to bring in here than Conkeldurr, who of course can make use of Trick Room if he brings in something a little bit faster. But obviously we're going to quite severely threaten this Ferrothorn. There's a situation where... Oh, Mimikyu. Interesting. Maybe I just Max Guard here and go for an Ice Punch. Yeah, I don't see why I shouldn't. I mean, I suppose you could go for Play Rough into Conkeldurr predicting Max Guard, but... I suppose I'll Ice Punch, break the disguise. I mean, I might need to switch out my my Conkeldurr after the next turn, assuming he's going to target my Gengar here. Just so I keep it in the back, just in case he's got the Ferrothorn. Because if he did bring the Ferro, then... And I've only got Gengar and Primarina under Trick Room, then we're in trouble. He may choose to bring an Arcanine and get an Intimidate off. No, he's just going to go for a Nightshade. Is he going to double target Conkeldurr? That would be annoying. I'm hoping this is going to be a Shadow Claw or something into Gengar. My opponent makes a really, really good prediction there. Conkeldurr is still alive, but it's not going to be alive much longer. I should have switched out. That was a really stupid idea. Clearly the Protect play was too obvious. And I've paid dearly for it. Yeah, if he's got Ferrothorn in the back, I think I'd probably just lose, to be honest. I can bring in Primarina. Which is... I mean, that can certainly scare the Mimikyu. But, I mean, with 3 turns of Trick Room left, Gengar is not in the best situation. I suppose I click Hyper Voice. Yeah, if he's got Ferrothorn in the back, I lost. Because he can just go for Shadow Claw or something here. I mean, I suppose if he thinks I'm Specs, then he's going to have to play around with Mimikyu and be a little bit more careful with it. But if he doesn't think I'm Specs Primarina, then he can just attack my Gengar. Because there's no way he dies to an attack from Primarina. Mimikyu's weirdly got really good special defense. And I'm not entirely sure why. Like, I don't know why. So it looks like he's just going to go ahead and double target. Or he's just going to target me. Primarina takes quite a bit of damage from the Nightshade. We do go for a Hyper Voice here. Yeah, so there's no way Moonblast was taking him out. And he actually goes for Phantom Force, which is super annoying, actually. Because I've gone ahead and targeted the Mimikyu. So he doesn't have Shadow Claw or Phantom Force. Yeah, again, last 2 turns I've played this pretty poorly. The Protect was super, super predictable. I mean, I suppose I could... Oh, see, I can't even Max Guard now, can I? I can't even Max Guard. See, this would be where if I'd switched out Conkeldurr the turn before, this would be super, super useful now. I can't Protect because Phantom Force for some strange reason goes through it. I suppose I could go for a Moonblast into the Mimikyu. I don't think it matters from the stage now, though. I think I've lost. I've played this really, really poorly. Okay, he goes for Nightshade. I mean, maybe... I don't know. Why did I Moonblast the... He actually goes into Primarina, which is odd. Maybe I should have targeted... I mean, obviously I should have targeted the Dust Stops then. That was really, really... I don't know why I targeted Mimikyu. I just didn't think about the speed tiers. But we still do have our Life Orb Gengar in play. Unfortunately, we don't have any Max Ooze boosts, which is, as I say, unfortunate. I would imagine he's got Dragapult in the back by the way he's playing it. Because he'll probably bring in Dragapult, go for Protect, still out of a Trick Room, and then finish me off with a Phantom Force. Oh, he's got Ferrothorn. Okay, well, this is definitely a game then. I mean, I can go for Protect here and stall out the last turn of Trick Room for sure. Super, super predictable. I mean, I suppose there is a chance that Ferrothorn might not be running a move to hit Gengar. Some Ferrothorn, sorry, only run Body Press. If we see Gyro... Okay, no, he's running Knockoff. This is game over. Probably an Assault Vest variant. Which we can find out what the item is now, to be honest, by attacking it. But, yeah, I didn't play this game well. It's my first game of the day, though, so... You know, you can... So I generally record these in the morning, so, like, before live streams. So usually these are my first battles of the day, which is maybe why most of the time I end up playing a little bit rusty and pretty poorly. Like, Gengar going for Protect, that was super obvious when I did it, or when I went for the Max Guard, sorry. That's not Assault Vest. That's possibly Choice Band. I mean, Knockoff would have knocked out Gengar anyway, so I've got no idea. I'm going to assume it was banded, because if it was AV, it wouldn't have done that much damage. The Shadow Ball wouldn't have done that much damage. I mean, that game was winnable, for sure. I just played really poorly. Like, not a meat, like, I mean, imagine if I'd switched out Conkeldurr, bought in Primarina, had taken the hit, and knocked out the flipping Mimikyu. Like, oh, I've at least broken the Mimikyu's disguise. Yeah, I've not played that game well at all. My collar is really annoying me at this top. Like, really annoying me. We'll get on to the second game. Maybe that was just, you know, first game jitters. I'm not impressed with that ranking. First game jitters, I think. You know, and then the not calculating the speed tier before. Like, I don't know why I went for Moonblast on Mimikyu. There was literally no point because he was always, yeah. I don't know. Indeedee. It's always easier playing with your own teams because you always remember like speed and things like that. Like Primarina would generally underspeed Mimikyu anyway, but I suppose this is only like I suppose I've had like 10, 12 battles with this team now. Like it shouldn't be that. I shouldn't be that clueless to it. HAXORUS. Hitmontop. It's certainly easier playing with your own team though, for sure. Rotomosh, Drill, and Chandler. Because you remember like why you've put a Pokemon on the team. Like I'm not entirely sure what the details are. I'm going to assume it's for weather matchups, but like, I don't think details will. I don't feel like details that good in this meta game. I don't know. I keep seeing everyone using it, but it seems to be weak to everything. So I never want to bring it. Like in this matchup, it's weak. HAXORUS tends to run close combat. You've got a fighting type there in Hitmontop. Obviously, if Sandstorm goes down, you're going to struggle against the Energy Ball from Chandler. You've got the Hydro Pump from the Rotom, and you've got the Earthquake and Steel moves from the Excadrill. So it's like I just don't want to bring Tyranitar at all, ever. I'm going to go with Indeedee, Gengar, Conkeldurr, Primarina. And hopefully I just got that in time. I did kind of rush that, so I've got no idea if, you know, that's if it's going to be a particularly good matchup for me with this lead. I went Indeedee over Whimsicott because he may decide to set up the Psychic Terrain, which would prevent me from going for things like Fake Tears. However, with Indeedee, I can still go for things like Helping Hand. So it looks like he's going to lead Indeedee Rotom, but potentially got a very quick nasty plot. But obviously, I can lure that away with, or I can lure away a potential Hydro Pump or a Thunderbolt. And I think we just go for a Maxoo's first turn. Just follow me, Maxoo's. I don't expect my Indeedee to go down this turn. So follow me. And I will target the Rotom. I assume he's going to follow me to redirect it. But, you know, if I can get damage on this Rotom, this is probably going to do over 50% if he doesn't Dynamax. That will definitely do over 50% if he doesn't Dynamax. And we can get a special attack boost as well, which is always really nice. Especially with my Indeedee now sat in Psychic Terrain, which obviously isn't my own Psychic Terrain that I've set up, but I'm still going to be able to get the Psychic Terrain boost. Another plus in this situation is the lack of priority from my opponent. So if my opponent did have a priority move, Gengar being very slow doesn't want to get hit by these things like Bullet Punch or Aqua Jets from particular attackers. He does go for follow me as I expected. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna guess this this Rotom is probably gonna go for a nasty plot. Sorry, that Maxoo's does a lot less than what I was expecting it to do to that Indeedee. Like that thing is, I suppose it adds the Psychic Seed boost, doesn't it? I really like Psychic Seed Indeedee. I think it works really well. Oh, he actually goes for Electro Web. So that's a super interesting play. A little bit of utility we see from my opponent. Very interesting. I think this time we go Helping Hand. With the Maxoo's up, if he doesn't follow me, Rotom is going to take a truck ton from this. He's not going to follow me. He's going to switch out into Excadrill, predicting the max ooze. But I've switched up my I've switched up how we're playing this, as Indeedee goes for the helping hand into Gengar. Gengar may still be able to outspeed this Rotom. No, he's going to go off the another Electro Web, which means Gengar no longer outspeeds the can't outspeed the Excadrill either, which is unfortunate. But Cast Body's going to activate, which I suppose is useful to a point. But we do go for the max ooze into Rotom. I thought he might try something different, and Rotom is gone immediately, which is fantastic. So I told you, the last game was just first turn jitters, wasn't it? Hey, now I'm making predictions, and they're paying off. I mean, I look at his team, right? There's no Sound Setter, so it's most likely Mold Breaker Excadrill. I did miss if it was Mold Breaker. So if he's Mold Breaker, there's no way he's running Earthquake, because obviously he's got Rotom, and he's not going to want to hit his own Rotom. If he, like most drills don't tend to run Earthquake unless they're like an Assault Vest set, which I could certainly see on this team. Like, you look at things like Chandelure quite likes the Focus Sash, so maybe. Oh, I suppose Chandelure could also be Scarfed. That is something you see relatively common. But now my opponent's got to make a decision, because I've got +2 Gengar and I've got Redirection, and he's taking so long to think about what he's going to do, and he actually brings in the HAXORUS, so maybe HAXORUS goes for Protect here and he Earthquakes. I'm not entirely sure. HAXORUS has Mold Breaker. I mean, I've got Primarina on the back, which can beat both of them. As I said, he may just end up going for an Earthquake here. Do I want to go for a Max Ooze? Or Max Phantasm? I think I do. I think I do. And if I go for the Max Ooze into HAXORUS, then I can potentially knock it out in the following turn with a Hyper Voice. As I said, I'm a little bit weary of an Earthquake from one of these Pokemon. It looks like he's going to Dynamax the Excadrill, so it's going to be a Max Quake, which will go straight into Indeedee, and we are Max HP, Max Defense, so I do think we'll take this. But a Special Defense boost up for that HAXORUS is going to be really, really nice for him. Of course, I do have Conkeldurr in the back, which is going to be nice to help deal with the Excadrill. Obviously, I've got things like Drain Punch and Mach Punch working super effectively. I won't actually be able to go for Mach Punch. Okay, I don't think we live that. Man's running Outrage in doubles. Huh? He might also be Scarfed as well, because I feel like Excadrill's got a faster speed stat. That might be wrong. Outrage. So I think it's random. So there is a chance. So I mean, in the following turn, I'd probably just go protect Conkeldurr and just click Moonblast onto the HAXORUS, because he's locked into it. And I do want to stall out the Psychic Terrain. So if I can remove the HAXORUS now, then that'll be fantastic for me, because it means that when Indeedee comes in, it won't be able to reset it. So Conkeldurr's going to go for Protect in case he goes for an Outrage. Okay, excellent. And he is confused because we've stopped the Outrage. We're going to see a Max Steel Spike come out from Drill. That's going to go into Primarina, so Primarina should eat that. That did a lot more damage than what I was expecting. I'm going to be honest, that was significant damage. A lot more than what I was expecting. I thought Primarina was a little bit bulkier than that, if I'm honest. And we go for the Moonblast into HAXORUS, which is not a knockout. Is he Focus Sashed? Oh my god, are you serious? Like, really? Okay, I'm going to have to hope that HAXORUS is going to hit itself in confusion here, and I have to go for Drain Punch. I don't have Aqua Jet. Focus Sash. He's going to withdraw the HAXORUS, which is fine. Because I'm going for Drain Punch. And this means that he cannot reset the Psychic Terrain, which is great for me. He does go into the Primarina. How much damage can Mach Punch deal here? The worrying thing is if I don't know, you know his life form. I was gonna say the worrying thing is if he's weakness policy. I can't believe how much damage that did to Primarina. Drain Punch isn't doing nearly enough. It's not even coming close. He can obviously go for Psychic, which is a bit worrying. I do have access to Mach Punch now, but there's no way Mach Punch is going to do enough. Or maybe it will, based off that damage to... Do I have to go for Drain Punch here? Will I take a Psychic with probably no special attack investment? Let's see. He's gone for the Iron Head, so he's looking for the flinch here. I don't think I'm going to take a Psychic. Oh, he goes for Calm Mind. So this is great, because it means that the Drill is going to take some Life Orb damage here. And I'm going to get a Drain Punch off against this Indeedee. So this should do some good damage. Mach Punch should be a knockout from that range. Right? Mach Punch should do it. We know Drill's damage output. Let's go for Mach Punch into Indeedee. Down it goes. Excadrill goes for Iron Head. So by going for Mach Punch, I can't be flinched here. That's a crit. That's not a crit. Why does that do so much more damage? What? That felt like it did... That did so much more damage than the turn before. That's bizarre. I honestly feel like that did so much more damage. I'm going to have to check that back in the recording, because that seemed like that did so much more damage than what it did previously. Because Conkeldurr hadn't taken a hit before that, had it? I'm sure... That seemed weird. That seemed like that did so much damage. Go for the Mach Punch. That just seemed like it did so much. I'm gonna have to check that back. That seems super odd. Very close game. I'm not entirely sure how much more I could have done. The focus sash on HAXORUS I did not expect. Really, especially the outrage was just. I was like, why is he running outrage in doubles? That just seems super weird to me. Yeah, weird team. I don't like fighting weird teams because you just like. Focus Sash... Like, if you're running Outrage, surely you run Lumberry to get rid of the confusion. The Focus Sash has really won him that game. Because if HAXORUS was gone, then obviously the end game would have been Indeedee and Excadrill versus Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr went for the Drain Punch and plus Mach Punch and knock out Indeedee. And then I would be able to knock out the Excadrill in the following turn with a Mach Punch. So, yeah, I think the Focus Sash is probably won in that game, if I'm honest. Really odd. I might actually go on Peakalytics. Hold on. I've already got it loaded up. Let me just tell you. Let me tell you the chance of. I mean, HAXORUS alone is not a common Pokemon to see. So a Focus Sash is run on it 5% of the time. HAXORUS alone is ran 0.18% of the time. And Outrage is run... Apparently Outrage is run 17% of the time, which is, I find really odd, actually. But hey, and just in case you're wondering, it is base 97 speed, so it was always in that speed extra. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Bizarre team. I suppose maybe I'll see you over the weekend over on Twitch. Otherwise, I'll see you with next week's team on Monday the... I mean, if it's Friday today. Monday the 11th, I think. Anyway, all the links in the description below. I'll see you next time.